Hello my friends, I'm Gote. Today we will review high fructose corn syrup and compare it to glucose. Which is worse and which is better? Let's start with high fructose corn syrup, what it is. It derived from stretch from corn, and many products, most famous products actually, contains high fructose corn syrup, including Pepsi, cola, and Heinz ketchup, donuts, and lots of bakery products contains high fructose corn syrup. So it's widely used product, and most of these products contain high fructose corn syrup as an cheap alternative of glucose or sucrose or other type of sugars. What's happening when you eat fructose? Main component, of course, here is fructose. High fructose corn syrup's main component is fructose, of course. Fructose is absorbed in intestines and it metabolized in liver. From liver, part of fructose is converted to glucose and it consumed as an energy. Another part converts to triglycerides. And one of the most important point here is that fructose is metabolized quickly compared to glucose. So it avoids some steps in glucose metabolism. That's why fructose is metabolized faster, and big part of fructose is converted to triglycerides. That's a problem, because in case of glucose, of course, some part also converted to triglycerides, but most part of glucose is burned as an energy. But in case of fructose, majority of fructose is converted to fat. That's a problem. And triglycerides and then fat. This fat is accumulated in liver, in muscles, and they causes inflammation. They causes inflammation because they are growing and depositing there where naturally there is no place for them. So they causes inflammation, and it causes problems like diabetes, chronic diseases, heart disease, and such chronic neurodegenerative diseases. So these triglycerides and fat deposition is a problem. Here is important problem in consuming too high amount of fructose. And another problem is part of byproduct fructose metabolism is uric acid. And what is uric acid? Uric acid can deposit some part of the tissues and causes gout. Also, part of fructose is oxidated directly. It means that it is consumed as an glucose and burned, and we get energy. Another part is used for create glycogen. Glycogen is stored form of glucose. It is stored in liver and muscles, and when we need energy, we burn glycogen. And some part also used as for gluconeogenesis. Gluconeogenesis is production of glucose from different sources, like amino acids, like fats, like other carbohydrates. Now let's compare to glucose. What's different from glucose? Most important and different first is triglycerides, because during metabolism of fructose we get high amount of fats and triglycerides. That's really problem. And another is uric acid formation, and people who has gout, it exacerbates their condition, or it's also additional load for kidneys, so it's also a problem. Glucose also not good, of course, and glucose also causes fat deposition. Glucose also causes intoxication of cells, and causes inflammation in cells, causes insulin resistance and diabetes. But everything same for fructose, everything same, nothing is different. Different is that it further faster deposits fats and also creates uric acids. So theoretically we can say that fructose is worse than glucose, but practically, if we compare studies, they have similar effects, and no big difference between effects from fructose, intake of fructose and glucose. No very important, but there are some researches which highlights and key findings. They are that they causes diabetes, chronic inflammation, and chronic diseases like glucose. But here risk can be elevated. Now let's discuss what is most common products which high in fructose. Honey first. Honey is huge source of fructose. It contains 40 grams fructose per 100 gram of honey. So actually it's big reservoir of fructose. Also raisins, which are derived from grapes, dry grapes. Dates also contains 29 grams of fructose. Fruit juices, important source of fructose. It contains 40 to 70 grams of fructose. It's huge amount literally. So juice can be worse you can do for your body. So I can say that juice is not good alternative. Good alternative is eat fruits directly. No need juice. Just eat foods, vegetables. No need juices, because they are high in sugars, high in fructose, but low in fibers. That's a problem. Also, soft drinks contains fructose, around 9 to 70 grams per 100 milliliters. And one apple contains 10 grams of fructose. But don't get it directly. When we say that one apple contains 10 grams of fructose, it's better fructose compared to directly get fructose from juice, because apple also contains fibers, also contains vitamins, so it's much more complex structure. So even absorption of this fructose is not so fast, and effect is not so prominent, and not all calories are equal. We should remember this, that not all calories are equally created. So apple's 10 gram of fructose is better than 10 gram of fructose from juice. And what World Health Organization says about this? World Health Organization don't have recommendation directly about fructose, but it has a recommendation about added sugars. Sugars are any carbohydrates which are simple, like fructose, glucose, sucrose. They considered as sugars, and female should intake less than 24 grams of sugar. It's 6 teaspoons. And male should get less than 36 grams of sugars. It's 9 teaspoons per day. That's a recommendation. And if we this is numbers, right? And numbers difficult to remember. So I created 2 donuts rule. Very simple. If you ate 2 donuts a day, you already got more than enough sugars. So it's enough. No need any sugars today. That's 2 donuts rule. If you already ate 2 donuts today, you already got enough sugars. So no need to add, because 1 donut is 15 gram sugar, another donut is 15 gram also. You got already 30 grams. That's enough. And now summarize. We started high fructose corn syrup compared to glucose. And what is important takeaway, what we know already from this video, we know that fructose metabolizes faster and creates more fats, and these fats causes inflammation, causes diabetes, causes insulin resistance, causes cardiovascular diseases, causes neurodegeneration. And also fructose, during fructose metabolism, uric acid is created, and uric acid causes gout. But as a clinically, if we speak clinically they are equally bad. They are equally bad and equally dangerous. Thank you for your interest. Thank you for your watching. If you like my videos, please thumbs up. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Thank you very much.